What is up, guys? Going live for the first time in a while. Things are getting interesting. We're not necessarily going to sell off right now, but things are getting quite interesting. We'll see. I just figured I'd go live. Haven't done it in many weeks. So we have a double top right now. The second top is slightly higher than the last one. We're pulling back below this upsloping support, but we're not pulling back necessarily just yet. There is a lot of selling though, and a lot of people are sitting on profits right now. What's up, guys? Hold up. It's not necessarily the time to sell off, but we'll see. I mean, we're testing our upsloping support right now. I'm looking at, this is the 1 hour chart, guys. This is the 1 hour chart sitting at support line right now, just barely dipping below. It's getting interesting. It's pulling back right now. So looking at the 5 minute here, we'll see if we find support or not. Just barely dipping below support. I figured it's a good time to go live. Pretty interesting moment. So we'll look at a few coins. We'll look at Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, some of the top coins here in a second. Just want to see what Bitcoin does here. Again, we're pulling back below this hourly, this support line here on the 1 hour chart. We're just starting to dip below. So I'm pretty curious to see what the market is going to do right here. So $10,500 is a pretty significant support level as well. So if you fall below here, it's not necessarily all doom and gloom. We could still find support off of 10,500 and bounce back up, but we are falling below this upsloping support line right now on the hourly chart right here, the short-term micro uptrend. I mean, obviously we're on a parabolic trend, but talking about the 1 hour chart right here, pulling back below that right now. So we'll see. What is up, everybody? Haven't been live in a while. Feels pretty good. Took a bit of a break for a bit. Took a vacation. And I'm getting back into the swing of it. What's going on? Let me read chat real quick. Hassan says, how was that 2,500 prediction? Well, we hit 3,100, so I was about $600 off of a 1 year long prediction. So it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. All right, so we're pulling back below 10,700 right now, just below this hourly, this upsloping support line on the hourly chart, pulling back just a bit. So we had a bit of a false breakout as well, right? Popped up above our previous high, false breakout, immediately pulled back, and now we're falling below this support line right now. So let's come down, let's bring it to the 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart here. So 10,500 about is our next horizontal support. So we're falling below the upsloping support line, coming up to our horizontal support right now. Just going to go through chat. Hold on. All right, pulling back slightly. Here's the horizontal support line now, $10,500 coming up on that now. Again, guys, we've been on a parabolic move, so I would not be surprised at this point. I personally thought we actually were going to break into a higher high, or we, continue this move. That's what I expected, actually, but we got a really quick reversal, so we'll see, guys. I mean, we're coming up on a horizontal support now. We could still find support here and bounce back up. But we're falling below the, hourly upsloping support line. So we'll see. There's definitely still a chance for the bulls to keep control right now, guys. Definitely still a chance. Just figured I'd go live, though. Hassan says, I have no hate for you, though. Yeah, I mean, people always say stuff about that. What's going on, guys? So what's your long-term, Joey says, so what's your long-term prediction? That's actually a great question. This parabolic move has definitely thrown me off guard just a little bit. So I haven't really thought of it too much just yet. There are a few scenarios that I have in mind that I think are possible that I will be making a video on soon, a long-term analysis video soon. Lunar Blue says, pullback to 10K coming. I mean, it's quite possible. It's definitely quite possible. We're falling below currently this micro uptrend, right, on the hourly chart, right? We have our horizontal support that we're coming up on now, 10,500. We could still bounce. If we fall below 10,500, then, you know, I mean, just simply drawing a trend line here, we would then be testing about, you know, 10,000, a little bit less. I would say like 9,800 or so, right? But other than that, let's see, previous resistances as well, right here. See this, guys? If we pull back below here, we'll most likely be testing 98, 9,900, bouncing up. If not, then pulling back to, you know, if we can't hold 10,000, it'll be a $9,000 test. The test of 9,000, I think, is pretty critical if we can't hold 10,000. So we'll see, guys. We're 10,600 right now. It's quite possible that we do get a pullback, but we could also find support, hitting horizontal support right now on the hourly chart right here, guys. Harley says, did you ever buy in? Yes, guys. At my Patreon, I was, you know, doing accumulation alerts and stuff a few months ago. The Maintenall, what's up, dude? He says, Kevin, did you see Alessio's video about the B wave? I did see the video about the B wave. I'm not really big on Elliott wave, guys. Not really. I'm not sure if I would, you know, I watched the video. Just I don't even feel like really getting into it right now. So falling below 10,600 right now. Still selling off, guys. Sergeant of Marine says Litecoin going up to 300 this week. Well, guys, I think things might. It depends on how we fare at this current. You know, guys. Here's the hourly chart. Here's our horizontal support. We're coming up on this right now. This is gonna be very interesting, guys. Right here. Right here, guys. 10,500 is pretty critical in the short term. In the short term. Just go through chat. No, I think, guys, I think Alessio is a great YouTuber. I think he's great. He gives good information. In some of the indicators he uses, I'm not really a fan of, and I'm not really big on Elliott wave either. I think Elliott wave is kind of garbage, to be quite honest, but that's just me. Just my opinion, guys. Look at XRP. Yes, I can do that. Hold on, guys. So we're looking at the hourly chart right now, just so everyone is caught up here. And this is our micro uptrend right now, coming below the micro uptrend, but we are about to test this horizontal support line. So the bulls can definitely still step in. The bulls are still in control, guys. The bulls are still in control. Don't get me wrong. I'm going live during a sell-off. It doesn't mean that I think we're screwed, okay? I'm just going live because it's interesting right now. Very interesting price action. Right? So the bulls can still maintain. But we'll see. We'll see, guys. You know, the selling is picking up, though, right? So it's an interesting moment. Things could turn around pretty fast here, but the bulls still have a chance to maintain, right? The 15-minute chart, pretty interesting. We'll see if the bulls can knock this thing back up in the short term. Let's go over to Ethereum, falling just below 300 right now on the hourly chart. Ethereum pulling back a little bit. Let's pull it back to the 12-hour. We are still above our previous resistance areas, guys. We're still above our previous resistances, sitting nice and pretty for Ethereum here, just below $300. Litecoin. Let's check out Litecoin. The EMAs. Get rid of that for a second. 12-hour chart. Litecoin, incredible structure, guys. Litecoin has had incredible structure. Actually, let's bring this to the log chart. Litecoin still has, like, Litecoin is interesting, guys. It's on a really steady price channel right now. You know, very steady support, very steady resistance. We could pretty much come back to about $110, $112, and still maintain the structure, right? So Litecoin could fall from 135, where it's at now, to 110, and actually still bounce, right? And it's in a really interesting spot, guys. Right, so Litecoin still has a lot of room to move down and still maintain the structure. So we'll see. If we were going to break below this upsloping support, if we are hitting resistance right now, which is not clear yet, I'm just saying, if we are hitting resistance right now, then I would say about right here would be another good area to look for. I mean, yeah, you know, $90, $100 is pretty critical for Litecoin at the moment as well. It's also, you know, a psychological price point. So Bitcoin is pulling back a little bit more below 10,600, at 10,600 right now. So Litecoin, so it is possible that we are hitting some resistance right now, but we'll see, guys. We're still above our horizontal support here for Bitcoin, right? Nothing too crazy just yet. Still above our horizontal support line right here, right? So we could actually still continue to bounce in this range. But if we start falling below $10,500, then I would say, you know, we're going to be testing 9,800, probably 9,000, or, you know, I guess 10,000, you know, psychological price point as well. Oh, yeah, someone wanted XRP, right? XRP. Not a huge fan of XRP, but it is a big player in the market, so I definitely have to pay attention. Let's see. So this 3-day candle, nice sell-off there. A nice fake out, rather, for a breakout, right? We had this, you know, this formation, price pops out, pulls right back. 3-day candle might close red, but we'll see. We'll see. So XRP right now, hanging out right above this short-term. On the daily chart here, we have this short-term uptrend. XRP still holding above it. So XRP pretty much needs to fall below or remain above or fall. So, I mean, depending on what side of the market you're on, if it hits 43.5 and bounces, that could be bullish. If it falls below 43.5, that's bearish, right? So you want to, you know, XRP needs to maintain above this short-term uptrend, right? And we're coming up on it now to test it. So let me just be a little bit more accurate with this. I mean, we're coming up on it now. So about 43.5, guys. 43.5 cents is critical support for XRP right now. You could find a bounce depending on what Bitcoin does, or a pullback. You know, if we break below that, that would be bearish, and you'd probably be coming back to test some support. Looking at some horizontal support here. Probably in between. You'd probably be looking in between. If you fall below, I mean, that might be too much of a drop. 43.5 cents. I mean, you'd be testing probably, you know, 37 to 40 cents, possibly lower. But if you fall below 43.5 cents, I would say most likely you'd be testing 40 cents or lower. But we'll see. XRP is pretty interesting right now. Let's see. Map out our resistance. So you still have a chance to remain bullish for XRP if you bounce off of 43 cents, 43.5 cents. You can still remain bullish, right? But if you fall below that, I think you'd be testing some more horizontal supports once again and probably chopping around a bit. Bitcoin also still remaining above the horizontal support line right now. Technically, the bulls are still in control, but we are coming down below this 1 hour up. I mean, on the hourly chart here, we have this clear uptrend, and we are coming down below that uptrend right now. So we're coming up on the horizontal support. Bulls can still maintain control right now. So we'll see. Right? We're still maintaining here, guys. I'm missing chat right now. Hold up. Nico says, why is everybody so hyped on XRP? Well, it's a good question. I mean, really, what I think it is that there's just been a lot of time to accumulate XRP. So let's go to XRP. Let's go to Bitstamp. Talk about XRP. A lot of people like XRP. All right, Bitstamp, Bitstamp, Bitstamp. Wait, let's go to log. I mean, guys, there's just been a lot of time to accumulate. I mean, it's really that simple. The price action is really stable. It's not too uncomfortable to hold or invest in. I mean, it's very stable. It's a pretty comfortable asset to own. You know, XRP holders aren't really ecstatic, but they're also not really, you know, it's comfortable. It's a comfortable asset to hold right now, or comfortable crypto to hold rather. And, you know, currently holding below resistance a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of accumulation has taken place. A lot of people own the asset now. It's comfortable to hold. I mean, it's really that simple, guys. That's why there's a lot of hype around XRP. It's because a lot of people are sitting on bags and they're waiting for a pump. You know, this is kind of what it is for XRP right now. You know, sitting above previous consolidation range, sitting below the support here, which is our current resistance. You know, from March of 2018. Right, this is really what's holding XRP down right now. Is this support area from March or April of 2018, and that's where we're finding most of our resistance right now. So if XRP can get through that, which is basically 50 cents, 52 cents, you know, 50 to 55 cents, if you can get through that, then you could see a nice move to the upside. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. You know, we could also just continue to chop around here, find support, find resistance again. We'll see. Really, it's up to Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin's sitting at just above horizontal support. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see some chat. Guys, I think Alessio is great. I just don't really like some of the indicators he uses. Let's see. Lewis says, what is the new indicator that says parabolic stop and reverse indicator? DaVinci J15 are the best in the space. Kevin Smith and DaVinci J15 are the best in the space. I don't really watch DaVinci. I really don't watch DaVinci all too much. I know he's made some good calls, but I don't watch him all too much. How about shorting this thing with leverage? That's not necessarily the greatest idea. Ami says, how about shorting this thing with leverage? That's not really the best idea. Not right now. I mean, if you're shorting the peaks, I mean, great, good for you, right? If you're shorting the tops, right, and catching these pullbacks, right? You know, some breakout traders trying to make it breakout trades, and you know, a lot of breakout traders are getting caught in these moves, right? But if you're shorting these moves, then great for you. But it's not necessarily the best time. You know, you don't want to be hopping into a short here. It's not necessarily the best idea, guys. I mean, look, just, you know, take a look, guys. We're in a parabolic move, and this thing could continue, right? I think it's possible that we hit upwards of 12,000. Like I mentioned in the last video I put out, guys. I think it's possible that we hit upwards of 12,000, which would be a retest of this resistance point right here from the 2018 bear market. So I think it is possible that we come up to about $12,000. Actually, that was marked slightly incorrectly. About right here. So just under 12,000 really. It's definitely possible that we continue up, right? We haven't broken down just yet, guys. Not yet. 15-minute chart. Let's take a look. Sorry. 1 hour chart. You know, we're falling below short-term uptrend. It depends. You know, you're asking if it's a good time to short. I don't know what kind of trader you are, right? I don't know what your style is. You know, some traders probably already made nice profits right here. Some traders, you know, we'll see. You know, I mean, I don't really know exactly how to answer your question. I don't know what kind of trader you are. I don't know what your situation is. But taking a short now at this very moment is not necessarily the best idea. Although I'm not a financial advisor and this thing could tank. Just saying. It could. I'm not trying to make decisions for you. It could also bounce. We haven't even fallen below our horizontal support, guys. We're at a neutral point, right? We're finding resistance, bouncing off support, finding resistance, bouncing off support. So, I'm just kind of waiting right now. I'm a long-term holder, guys. Holding for the long term. I haven't been live in a while, so this is interesting. Hassan says Libra equals rest in peace XRP. I don't know, guys. I mean, XRP is for bank remittances, generally bank transfers, cross-border payments through banking institutions. Facebook coin is going to be used most likely by people, on the Facebook platform and, different companies like, whoever they're partnering with, MasterCard, Visa, Uber, whoever, right? So I think there's definitely space for Libra to exist for sure. And there's definitely a place for XRP to exist as well, for banks, XRP for banks, Facebook for social media. I'm not really sure exactly what Libra or Facebook coin Libra is. What is their long-term goal? I'm not sure, guys. I really don't know. My volume sounds low. This might be a little louder now. Let me go through chat real quick. Hold on, let me just... So it looks like we might be finding a little bit of support here. We'll see. We'll see. Again, guys, I'm not trading this short term. I'm a long-term holder of Bitcoin right now. I accumulated Bitcoin and I'm holding. The market likes to wreck people and think they know too much, says Hassan. This market likes to wreck people that think they know too much. I guess so. Wolf says, nice BTC shakeout. I can see 3.5K soon. Well, guys, I mean, if you're a trader, then yeah, maybe you have something to worry about here. If you're holding Bitcoin, if you accumulated during proper levels, right? I mean, even if you accumulated at the 6,000 mark, it doesn't even matter anymore. If you accumulated at proper levels, you should be fine, right? You should be okay. A little bit of a pullback is nothing to worry about. Guys, even if we do pull back, right? Even if we do pull back, we can still put in some good structure and continue this thing upward, right? So even if we pull back straight down to $9,000, we can still find support and rally up, guys. This is Bitcoin for you, right? It's going to be volatile. Don't freak out. If you're in here for the long term, no need to freak out, guys, right? But that, like, something like this is quite possible, guys. Dump down to 9K, find support, rally back up. Fake out below 10K, get people scared, rally back out, right? Just shuffle that money around. That's how Bitcoin does it, guys. But we'll see. We'll see, guys. I mean, as things happen, I don't have a crystal ball, so as things happen, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I mean, right now, guys, we're sitting pretty, actually. We're sitting above 10,500, right? 10,500 is our current horizontal support, and that's pretty critical right now. If we fall below 10,500, things get a little bit more bearish, right? Right now, the bulls are still in control. The bears are gaining momentum right now, though, guys. The bears are gaining momentum. Selling is picking up. This is the most consistent selling we've seen in a while, it seems to me, on the hourly chart. I mean, in a while, in a bit, in a decent amount of time. So bears are gaining a little bit of momentum right now. Bulls still have the opportunity to gain control. But if we fall below 10,500, I would say we would be testing 10,000, 9,800, possibly retesting this upward sloping support line, right? testing this. If we can't hold that, then we'd be testing, 9,000. And if we fall below 9,000, for me personally, 9,000 is a critical level. For me personally, 9,000 is more critical than 10,000, just based on this parabolic move, the structure that we have going right now. We can still pull back to 9,000 and rally out and can maintain the parabolic structure. If we fall below 9,000, I would say things would get pretty bearish. So for me, if the price is falling, we down to 9,000, I'm still fine with that. If we start falling below 9,000, that's when I would start to get worried, guys. But, as long as we're above 9,000, in my opinion, that's a good place to be. It's a good place to be. Now, of course, if we start trading sideways and then start dumping, then, the momentum would most likely pick up much faster to the downside. But if we get a quick sell-off now, that's not a bad thing at all, guys. It's just a bit of a reset before continued push, most likely. But again, $9,000 is critical, so we'll see how that goes. Let's see what chat is saying. 4K bear till 10K bull? I'm not sure what you mean. I'd feel pretty confident shorting at 12K, says Dream Surfer. We'll see, guys. We'll see. I mean, maybe. If we do rally out of here again, 12K I think is a good target, but, guys, whenever Bitcoin goes on moves like this, I mean, look, you have to be a pretty good, you have to have a lot of experience trading, guys. You have to have a lot of experience trading if you're going to short Bitcoin during a parabolic move. You have to really be familiar with how this thing moves, because if you tried to do that in the past during this bull run, if you didn't know what you were doing, if you didn't know what to look out for, you definitely got wrecked. And a lot of this bull run had to do with, over-leveraged people shorting and getting squeezed out. And that's what's happening now as well, guys. Over-leveraged traders getting squeezed out over and over again, trying to short the market over and over again, right? So you got to be careful when you're shorting Bitcoin on a parabolic swing. Very careful, guys. It's not necessarily the greatest thing to do. Again, unless you are like a crypto veteran and you know exactly what to look out for. Other than that, not necessarily the best idea, guys. Right? A lot of people, most likely, during this run, were thinking that too. During a lot of these pullbacks, that shorting. A lot of people have been trying to short the whole way, guys. A lot of people are trying to short this thing the whole way, and it hasn't really been successful. Only extremely short-term short trades are successful in this type of environment. Not anything, don't expect to catch the biggest move to the downside during a parabolic move. If you know what I mean. So we found support just above 10,500 right now in the short term. We'll see how much support actually comes in, though. Not too much just yet, but the price has kind of stopped in this area a little bit. We'll see. Again, 10,500 is pretty critical right now in the short term. In the short term, guys. Again, if you're a long-term holder, I wouldn't be worried until we start falling below about $9,000, in my opinion. But that's just me. Right, so even in this area right here, we can still fall back and retest 9,800 or so and rally out of here, and we'd still be maintaining this structure pretty damn well, guys. Right, we'd still be maintaining this structure pretty damn well if we did that. But again, if we fall below down to about 9,000, if we can't find good support here, that's when I would start to get worried. That's pretty much how I see the market at the moment. It's pretty simple, guys. We're on a parabolic swing. It's pretty simple. I'm not going to be streaming for too much longer. We'll be going for about a half hour, but we'll see. Let me read some chat. Hassan says, my neighbors are in the pool playing music and eating steaks. They don't give a shit about Bitcoin. Well, they should. Can major exchanges like Coinbase and Binance be trusted if BTC ever reaches 1 million? Good question. How would they be able to deal with massive sell-offs? Well, they would be regulated. I mean, I don't really know all the details behind like the back end of an exchange. I don't really know all too much about that. Major exchanges like Coinbase and Binance be trusted if BTC ever reaches 1 million? Major exchanges like Coinbase and Binance. I mean, guys, the world's going to be so different by the time Bitcoin hits 1 million. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. AEKS says, yes, up or down. I don't know which is better. Crypto bullcoin mass selling is coming now, guys. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. If we fall below 10,500, it's pretty simple. We test 10,000, 9,800, look for a bounce. If we can't get ourselves to get a nice bounce, then we'd be testing 9,000 in my opinion. And if we can't hold 9,000, then we'd have a nice sell off. So for me, 9,000 is the most critical level right now. Again, as I keep saying, guys. But again, 10,000 psychologically is going to play a big role for most of the market. Abilo says, isn't this bull cycle early compared to the past cycles in log charts? Yes, this is it. I mean, the way that this parabolic swing executed is a little bit faster, guys. Let's see. Let's go to the SMA. Look at the 21 simple moving average on the weekly, I believe it was. Yes. Right here, guys. I hate how Coinbase's thing has this here. It's really annoying. Yeah, guys. I mean, we were hugging, the 21 weekly simple moving average, for support and then for resistance. And here right now we're diverging away from it, as I discussed in my last video, guys. Now we're diverging away from it much more than usual, much more than we really ever have in any other bull run. This parabolic swing has a lot more velocity to the upside, right? Like this move, guys, this environment here, I mean, it was like a slow move, right? It was like a slow build up, right? Like people, Bitcoin wasn't really all that well known at this point, and we had a slow build up. People started discovering Bitcoin ICO mania phase, and then we had a blow off top, consolidate, breakdown, and now it's a little different, right? I think there's a lot of OTC stuff. I mean, there was a lot of OTC activity down here, obviously, guys. And we bounce to the upside. So the supply could be low right now, and that could be a reason why, possibly. Not going to 9,000 either, Frank Garza. Yeah, it might not, guys. It might not. It might blow. I mean, it might just, we might get like some sort of blow off top at like 12,000, 15,000, 17,000, and then have a bit of a pullback. Who knows? Who knows at this point? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. But all I'm saying is 9,000 is critical. So if we do sell off to 9,000, we better maintain it if we want to continue up. That's all I'm saying, guys. Right? But we could easily continue up. Right? I didn't go live because I thought we were going to crash. Right? Go back to the beginning. You can see what I said. We're coming up on our horizontal support. I haven't been live in a while. Not going to 9,000. Another 9,400 is 50% fib retracement. Latest run BTC seems like a nice healthy pullback. Yeah, 9,400 could be the price point I'm looking for. But to me, it seems like again, whole numbers play a pretty big role in this market, guys. And also, it lines up with some resistance points, some previous resistance points. 9,000 lines up with this resistance here. It could be 94 because we have that here. But to me, it seems anywhere between 9,000 and 9,400, I guess. Yeah. Craig Neve, what's up, dude? How's it going, man? Good to see you here. Breaks 212 says I would cash out in gold bars, keep the fiat. I'm not sure about that. Can we retest 7,000? Do you think? Craig Neve says, do you think we can retest 7,000? I mean, of course, guys. Of course. I mean, can we? Yes. Will we? No clue. But again, if we were going to have a decent pullback here, let's say, the market tried to put in another parabolic, low, put into some support and it failed, we continue down, I would be looking for anywhere between, I mean, this is a really wide range to call out, but anywhere between like 5,800 to, 7,000, right? That would be I would say that would be like extremely critical support to hold. I don't think it's likely. But can we? Yes, we can. But again, guys, I'm looking for 9K. If we pull back, right? I mean, we're still well within the move. There's nothing to worry about. We're well within this move right now, guys. We're well within the move. We can still keep going, no problem. These lower time frames should not get you that worked up, right? We fell below our horizontal support just barely. We're maintaining above, or the upsloping support, and we're maintaining above the horizontal support. So bulls are still in control, guys. See, long time no see, yep. Let's go through chat real quick, guys. I'm not going to be streaming for too much longer. Just wanted to come on real quick. Haven't been live in months, I think. I'm not even sure. If we reach us 7K, then we're on our way back to 4K, says Travis. I mean, guys, not necessarily. I mean, you never know, guys. I would hope that 6K would be major support right now. I would hope. But to me, it seems like we're well within the parabolic move. We're not diverging away from it at all right now. Not at all. Four Beach, what's up, dude? How's it going? What's up? Gregen says, so buying at 9K Digi is a goal. Yeah, guys, we're probably going to end the stream soon. Lucas Martin says, we'll see 11,600 soon. That's quite possible. I mean, we'll see, guys. I mean, right now, it's an interesting spot to be in, guys, right? I mean, that's why the thumbnail is what it is, because we had a nice parabolic swing to the upside. We're hitting, we just had two hit major resistance twice. Bit of a double top type formation, not necessarily confirmed yet, but it's a bit of a fight right now at this level for the bulls and the bears, guys. A bit of a fight right now. If the bulls can maintain and push higher, we should see a nice move at least 12,000. If the bulls can maintain, but the bears are starting to gain a little bit of momentum here. Selling is starting to pick up a little bit, but the bulls are still in control, guys. Bulls are still in control at the moment. So if the bulls can push back up, I think we'd easily be seeing 12,000 in my opinion, maybe even higher, but we'll see. Josh Barr, what's up, dude? He says about 20-30% correction would be healthy. Yeah, I think I would agree, but we'll see. Guys, this is Bitcoin. This is a parabolic swing. Nothing really has to happen here. This is just how Bitcoin is. We could get a bit of a dump, put in some nice structure here, continue the move, or we could swing up even higher, up to 12,000, 15,000 before actually pulling back, right? You never know, guys. This thing could move up to 12, 15,000 before actually getting a major pullback. But we'll see, guys. Again, it's a bit of a fight right now. I'm not going to be streaming too much longer. We are finding support at the horizontal support line. Bears are stepping in a little bit. People definitely trying to fight, trying to short this market right now for sure. Personally, I think shorting this market right now is not the greatest idea, because we're, Bitcoin. We all know Bitcoin when it's parabolic, right? Not necessarily the greatest idea. A lot of the people shorting this market have been getting squeezed over and over again, right? And when Bitcoin's going parabolic, you better be pretty careful with shorting the market, unless you have a lot of experience. We are looking for a little bit of support here. We'll see. So what I'm looking for right now, I guess from very, very short term, would be a retest of our upsloping support line, this upsloping support line here. We come back, retest, see if we can move through. We could see some rejection here and pull back again. That's very short term though, so we'll see. Mike Ocean says, traders love volatility, says Todd. Yes, definitely. Mike Ocean says, also interesting to note, we're about 85% above the 21-week simple moving average during the all-time high. Yes, above 165% above it, which would take the current run to about 15 to 18,000. Yeah, guys, I think 12,000, 15,000 is definitely possible on this move right now. Right? But we'll see. We'll see, guys. Right now, the daily candle, it's going to be interesting. This daily candle will be interesting. If we do pull back, I'm looking to hold above, 9,000, 8,400 at the most to the downside for support, right? That's what I'd be looking for support, preferably, above 9,000, finding support and continuing up. If we start falling below 9,000, that would not be the best sign in the world, in my opinion. But guys, everything is still intact. This move could continue. We could push to upwards, in my opinion, of $12,000 to $15,000 on this particular move, or so we'll see, guys. Again, guys, I'm in this for the long term, right? I was accumulating at low levels, right? Even though I was pretty bearish, in almost every video I made, I was saying make sure that if you believe in Bitcoin, make sure you have skin in the game, right? That's what I was saying. Even my most viewed video, that was one thing I made very clear. Make sure you have skin in the game if you believe in Bitcoin, right? And really nice accumulation phase if you took advantage of it, guys. Obviously. Mikey says, Mr. Streams, bro. How come you don't go live as often? Keep up the great work. Well, I took a bit of a break from YouTube. Took some vacation time, but I'm getting back in the swing of it now. Jesus is back. He says the pure tether manipulation. This is pure tether manipulation, says Jesus. Maybe. It's also a lot of FOMO though. It's also a lot of FOMO. Within one day, it went from 10K to 11K. Breaks 212. Yes. Kevin, what's up, man? Mr. Kobayashi. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. 4 beach predictions of the next lowest low. Guys, I'm going to make a long-term prediction video soon, so look out for that. I'll go over a few scenarios. I'm going to end the stream soon, though. B-Wave. I already talked about that. What's up? What's up, dude? I'm not huge on Elliott Wave. Craig Neve says, when do drop is the reverse tether. When we drop, it is the reverse tether manipulation. Wait, when we drop, is it reverse tether manipulation? You mean like the repercussions of tether manipulation? I'm not sure how to answer that. I'm not sure. Glad to be back in the stream. What's up, dude? Glad to have you. Glad to have all you guys. I see a lot of familiar faces here. Glad to have all you guys here. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm just looking at chat. But yeah, guys, it's great to see all you here. I think I'm going to end the stream soon. Been going for almost 45 minutes now. I hope to go live more often soon. This is definitely an interesting moment for Bitcoin, though. A little bit more consistent selling. Yeah, people definitely try to short the market. I think the bears are going to try to really push this thing down, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to, guys. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do it. We'll see. Guys, if too many people step into short here and the bulls can still maintain, the parabolic move we'll hit 12,000 easy. But we'll see, guys. Wait, no, a 10-hour stream? Maybe at some point, guys. Maybe at some point. You guys, 10,500. Someone just said if it goes below 10.4K, y'all better watch out. That's a double top confirmed. Yeah, if we fall below, in my opinion, I guess 10,500, 10,400. If we fall below that, then yes, that would be a bit of a double top confirmation, at least in the short term. And I would be then looking for a bounce in this range right here to continue up. If we can't hold that, then of course 9,000 for me, extremely critical price point for me, guys. If we can't hold 9K, that's a big problem. I think we probably will if it comes to it. And this would be a good continuation of the parabolic move, guys. We'd still be maintaining quite well at that point, right? If we can do that. But yeah, we'll see, guys. We will see. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Thank you guys all for joining the stream. See a lot of familiar faces in here. Thank you guys for all engaging, commenting. I hope to be doing these live streams a little bit more often than usual. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. Things are quite interesting now in the market. I'm going to make a video about long-term predictions and possible scenarios soon. So definitely look out for that. If you haven't seen my last video, definitely check it out if you want to. And I will see you all in the next stream or video, whatever I decide to do. Peace out, guys.